Morning, morning, morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to what hopefully is the last day on Project Pearl. Still got bits to do, nothing major, but we've still got issues on the inside. Just got to get it finished because the person who wants it, ideally wants it before Christmas, and it is getting close to Christmas now. I've just got to get the BMW cleaned because it's absolutely filthy, and then we'll get the car down the drive. We'll see if we can get it done. So this will be the last video. Fingers crossed, and hopefully we can get it gone by, well, before Christmas. So let's get on with it. The last day on Project Pearl. Just cleaned the BMW. Remember when I got it back on the last video, when I got it back from the body shop? That was the last time I cleaned it. Can you believe it? I spend so much time doing the cars that I neglect my own. So it's now, it needs wax. I wanted to do it before the winter really, but yeah, I've just citrus wash, citrus pre-wash, snow foam, hydrophonic, that's not the right word, is it? Hydrophobic shampoo. I think it's a Maguire's one I'm using at the moment, and then I put some of that what do you call it, easy coat on it as well, just to protect the paint until such time as I manage to get around to actually waxing the thing. But yeah, it looks great. Loving the car still, really loving the car. Unfortunately I still haven't sorted out those catches that's throwing up that pedestrian protection error. I need to do that because every time I get in the car I have to cancel it. It's really annoying, but it's nice and clean. Anyway, car's out there. Need to get on with that, so I need to just swap them over and get on with it. This is the same. It does look different through the camera, but not different enough that you'd even notice. It's got a couple of little pulls there. We'll try and cut those up with a pair of scissors or something, but I am going to change it, I think. The trouble is, I think we've got to take these bits off. Or at least pull them out of the way to get the bolts undone. I think that's what we've got to do. I can't remember now, but I'll have to switch the battery off anyway, disconnect the battery anyway. But it's worth doing, I think, seeing as that one's got 4 burns on it. It might be the difference between selling it and not, mightn't it? Yeah, let's do it. Well, the reason I've got the engine running is because bloody mould again. The bits that I missed with that enzyme killer. I had a couple of bits on the seat, on the back of the passenger seat, on the floor again. It's really difficult to get rid of, so I've scrubbed it. I've put that enzyme killer on it again quite a lot, liberally on there. Hopefully that'll do it. I was going to put some mats in there today, but now I've got to let that dry off. They are coming to see this car at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. Today is Friday. So I'm going to try. I should have about 45 minutes of daylight or thereabouts left, so I'm going to try and get this aerial done if I can. At least that's another job done then. Because they did say, could we take it away if we like it? And I said, no, I've got a few bits left to do, but I might actually say yes if I can get that aerial done before then. So I'm going to try and do that now. I'm not going to film it. I filmed it all before changing aerials. I'll come back once I've done it. I'm up against the clock, or up against the daylight really. So yeah, I'm just going to get on with it and I'll come back when it's done. I might pop in between so I can show you which one it is and so on and so forth, but yeah, let's get it done. The old aerial was really loose. When you moved it, there was movement in this rubber gasket. When I got to the bolt underneath, the 10mm bolt, I didn't need the socket. I undid it with my fingers, so it wasn't sitting tightly. So I've put silicone around it, put it back, and it's all now working as well. And that will be the reason for the mould in the boot. In fact, I've done a quick video. For anyone that gets that, so that'll be up on the channel if it's not already. Not sure if I'm doing it before this one goes live or afterwards, but yeah, if you've got water in the wheel well of your car, or mould like I have, that could well be the reason, and it was in this one. The underside of, well, I think I might have shown you it, but as I say, I did the video for a separate video just to show people, but I think that was probably the reason that we're getting the mould in here in the damp. because every time it rains, water's ending up in the car, and that's been soaking. Obviously I'd soaked it up, that could have been doing that for some time. There was probably ½ inch of water in the bottom of that, and it had obviously been around for some time, which of course is causing the mould. We are starting to lose the light now, but I am going to try and get this done. Now I say the people are coming at 9 o'clock on Sunday, and if I can get that seat done now and potentially do a little bit of that the holes in that back seat, the front seat's not too bad. There's a couple in there, but it's not too bad. So if I can get that one done, which gets rid of those 4 holes there, I can actually say to them, if you want it, you can actually take it today. So that would be good. If I could do that, that would be great. So I need to get on with it and stop talking. So as I say, I think it's getting dark. I'm going to have to do it by torchlight, but I think, let me just put this seat back a bit. So that slots on, but it also bolts in somewhere, I think. If we take this out, does it just push on? Maybe it does actually, maybe it just lifts off actually, I'm not sure. I'll tell you what, I'm going to set the tripod up and we'll have a proper look. Get a torch in there. Need to disconnect the battery, because of course I need to disconnect that cable. But yeah, I think actually, I was thinking I needed to take the bar off, but of course the bar doesn't have to come off. I don't think there are any bolts, are there, on this? It just slots in on there. So that should by rights now just lift up. Let's see up on tripod and we'll give it a try. Right. So what I'm thinking, actually let's take this out. Not even sure, you actually have to take this out even. If I can get it out. A bit cack-handed here. There we go, just a bit of brute force. Yeah, so that doesn't need to come out. Oh no, it is. No, hang on, I'm confused. This looks different. Oh no, they're at the, what am I talking about? They're at the front. No, there are bolts, but you don't have to take the seat out because the bolts are just there. So it's just, I think, 13mm bolts, so I'll just get a socket and do that. Oh, that's easy, it just means I haven't got to take those side bits of the seats off. That's good. Right, so I think these are 13mm. Where are they? Where they gone? There they are. No, they're not 13mm. What are they then? They must be 10mm. Let's try again. Right, 10mm. Yeah, it is 10mm. Oh, tight. Oops, sorry, just kicked you. It is getting dark now. At least it's easy to do. Now that other seat I've got in that other car where the seat mechanism's gone, because that hasn't got a flip up mechanism like this, it means I've got to take the seat out to see if I can repair it, which is a bit annoying. If it had a flip up seat like this one, I could just probably do this. God. And once these are undone, it just pulls off, I think. It's just sort of clipped in above it. Yeah, of course, those plastic clips are for this end. Of course, I was looking at the seat the wrong way around, wasn't I? There we go. That's just going to lift off, but I've got to undo the cable as well. Right. The sun is really setting now. It's getting more difficult to see what I'm doing. Oh, I got it off now. It's come off. It slid off. I didn't even need that in the end. There we go. Right. Just need to... I think we're going to have to pull these others out because this one's in the way. Oh, bloody torch! Oh, broke that one. Yeah, I just can't get that off. Sod it. Right, let's get that out of the way. That's the old one out of the way. Now we need to get this one plugged in. And then we'll plug these ones in as well, just because it's easier to do it like this. We may first of all get an airbag light up, but then it will just go out once it runs its self-test. Right, put that back on the floor there. We'll prop it up somewhere. It is magnetic, but I think it gets so much crap on it. Right, how do these go in? I can't remember. Like that, isn't it? There we go. Like that, and then they bolt up. Now I've lost my bolts. What the hell have I done with the bolts? Oh my God. What have I done with the bolts? I have no idea. Can you believe this? I've lost the freaking bolts. They've got to be here somewhere. Oh. They're stuck to the bottom of the magnet. That's why the magnet wouldn't stick. There are bloody bolts on it. Couldn't make this up, could you? Oops. You're probably not actually seeing any of this. Right, now, hopefully, that will put the tray back in. Around the right way. There you go. And that should fold down, hopefully. There you go. Yeah, that matches perfect. You'd never know. Ah, what a difference. What a difference. Right, now that seat is done, all I need to try and do now is do that, see if I can fill in those little bits on the back seat. I have done it on another seat and it didn't look too bad actually. And it's quite, although it's quite a size, it's sort of, you know, out the way type thing where it is. So I'm going to give it a go. I've got some of that material because that's what I've done with previous seats that have been crap. I've cut chunks out. I've got a red one, I've got grey one. Can't think what else I've got now. But I just now keep the bits because I will at some point will need it, and now's the time that I do. I still got a little bit more recording to do on this car, but I intend to put this video out next week before Christmas, and I'll do a little bit more recording for the end of it before then. But at the moment, while I think of it, I just wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and thank everybody, all the subscribers, all the viewers. I just wanted to thank you for your support over 2023 and obviously before that as well, but especially for those who've been with me. A lot of you have been with me since lockdown. You've been following me since then, and I know I inspired quite a few of you to start doing this. And I don't know who inspired me. Nobody really. I just got on and did it. But yeah, we are where we are now. We're now over the 8,500 subscribers. I was hoping we might get into 9,000 by the end of the year. We might do. Did it initially say, can we get to 10? But obviously that's not going to happen. But probably February, March time, we might get to 10,000 if we're lucky, which will be a nice milestone. We've had over 2 million views now. I hit 2 million views a few weeks ago, which is amazing, absolutely incredible. And I just wanted to announce that now I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here is taking on YouTubers. You might see me in the bush eating penis. Don't even go there. Yes, anyway, that's enough of that. I'll see you next week probably, because it's too dark to do any more filming now. So I'll see you next week. This car may potentially go on Sunday. If it does go, I'll just wrap this video up on Sunday. They may well take it. I'm not going to bother servicing it. I've decided not to. I haven't looked at those brakes, but I did remember looking at them before. I'm selling it cheap. If they want to get the brakes done, they can. So I've done the aerial now. I've done the seat. Once I've done those little bits of repair on the back seat, that'll be it as far as I'm concerned. I did try and chase up the rest of the service history yesterday, and a lady is supposed to be coming back to me, although I thought she would today and she hasn't, so I'm probably going to miss out on that. But I'm pretty sure that's when the cam belt was done in February this year, and that's what the invoice is for. I phoned yesterday and got voicemail, left a voicemail, and she texted me actually, and I texted her back and asked her, you know, I've got an invoice from them from year before that, when they put some shocks on, a couple of tyres, and then they MOT'd it. But then in February this year, there's that, I think it's £434. So I reckon it's the cam belt, because it's definitely been done. And I just wanted to try and evidence that it has been done, and that was when it was done. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, as I say, I'll come back on Sunday. Whether the car goes on Sunday or not, I'll come back. We'll record a little bit more. And then that'll be the end of this car probably. So I'll see you on Sunday. Morning, welcome back. Today's Sunday. Today, the previous video on this car went live about 20 minutes ago. I just come out here to do a couple of bits to it because the people are coming at 12 o'clock today to look at it. They were coming at 9, but I've now told them it'll be ready if they decide they want it. They can take it. I think I've already mentioned this. What I did realise from the previous video, when I upload my videos, I review them just to make sure they're okay. I'm not obsessed with watching myself. It's just that I just view them in their entirety just to make sure there's no glitches in them or anything. And one wasn't a glitch, but one omission that I realised that I didn't do, although I talked about it, I forgot to show you the MOT and what the advisories were. You obviously know there were advisories now, which I've not touched. I've not done anything, because this is basically a, in inverted commas, I hate doing that, in inverted commas, trade car. It's going to be sold as a cheap runabout, so I'm not doing what I find unnecessary as a trade car. If they want to do it, they can do it and pay for it. Let me turn you around, let me show you the MOT. So it was a pass, and we had 3 advisories. So in the near side, offside rear tyre, that was the one that had the little puncture in, was worn. It's not worn on the edge, it must be on the inside edge, but I've had a look at it and it don't look bad at all, so I'm not changing that. Brake pads wearing thin on the front, I think I've already mentioned that. They're not, I don't find that they're really thin. There's loads of meat on them, so I'm certainly not changing those. And the flexi pipe on the exhaust is minor leak of gases. I wasn't ever going to touch that. So, you know, again, if this was a proper, I say proper car, if this was up to the usual standards that I do, then I would, without a doubt, be doing all of those. But because I'm selling it more than £1,000 cheaper, I'm not going to. Now, I don't know whether these people are going to have it or not. They haven't seen it, apart from a couple of pictures, one of which I put up on Instagram the other day when it was dark after I'd done that aerial. So yeah, I don't know whether they're going to have it or not. I've told them it's a cheap runabout. I put it on the mums group. I didn't put this car on the mums group. I put a post on the mums group, I think when I sold a previous car, and said that coming up soon is going to be this cheap runabout. It's not up to my usual standards, but I'm selling it cheap. They contacted me straight away and said we're interested. So if they need just a cheap runabout and they're not that bothered about the state of the bodywork and whatever, I mean, it's not that bad. And mechanically, it's fine. The main reason I've come out here today is because I remembered, although I've got a new key now, I've actually had a spare cut and I've got to program it. Now, I do intend to be doing a separate video on these keys. I'm up against time today, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to take the time to film it. So the next car, I will do. Because I want to do a review on the bit of kit that I've got as well. So I'm just going to do it on this car, and then we'll show you on the next one. I think I've already had the key cut for the blue car. No, for the white car. I've already had a key cut for that, so it's a matter of just programming it. So I'll do it on that one. I stuck a bit of trim last night. That whisker was coming off, and so was the bottom one. I've stuck them on. It hasn't gone on very well. I've got some glue leaked out, which I've got to cut off with a knife, and the bottom one is still loose. So I'm going to actually tiger seal it on this morning, tape it up, and then before they come, I'll take the tape off. So I'm up against it now. I wish I hadn't told them it'd be ready today, but you know, week before Christmas, I wanted to ideally get rid of this before Christmas, because next week I want to make a start, get back on the white facelift car. But yeah, that's what I'm just going to quickly do this morning, and I might actually try and adjust that little bonnet gap a little bit. Maybe bend the bonnet up a little bit on the hinge, just to get it to. I can't adjust it on the bumper. I've tried to do that. There is no adjustment left on that. You know, bringing it in or out, but there is a bit of a gap, a lack of a gap that side, which makes the gap there look too big, which it's not, but it makes it look it. So I'm just going to have a go, see if I can do that and improve that a little bit as well. And that's it. And then I've got to go food shopping in Lidl's, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, I couldn't get the damn thing to glue on. It just kept springing off, so luckily I had my box of goodies there and I had a brand spanking new one, so I've just put that on instead. Just to get it done, out of the way. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm doing. No more. All I've got to do now, I'm just going to put some fresh new mats in it, and that'll be it. I've got to try and bend that bonnet up a little bit first, and that'll be it. So I'll come back later on once people have been at midday, and hopefully I can give you some good news that they've bought it. So I'll see you sometime after midday today. Right, we're all ready to go now. I've got back from Lidl's. I've been out, I've stuck 10 quid's worth of petrol in it. I've bent the bonnet up a little bit so you can see that gap is a little bit more equal now, so that looks much better. That's it. It's done as much as it's going to be done. I've just cloned the new key. Again, it's a bit of it is always still a bit of a mystery as to how you do it, and it is easier. The software is updated, and you don't have to. Before, what you had to do is once you've read the key, and you had to put the key with the device near the ignition, and then you have to keep turning the key on and off several times for it to read various things. You don't have to do that anymore, which makes it much easier, but it's a bit of to-ing and fro-ing between putting the key near the ignition and reading it. The diagrams, you'll see this when you see the video, but the diagrams on the software, which is on your phone, doesn't really correspond with what you have to do, and it's a bit of a pidgin English as well, but it does work, and it works a treat. So that video will be coming in the new year. As I say, I'll use it on the next car, and I'm sort of getting confident on how you do it now, as I say, because it has changed, but we'll show you that on a separate video for that. So yeah, that's it. So the people should be here within the next 10 or 15 minutes. So I've sprayed some air freshener in, I've cleaned the front windscreen inside and out. Yeah, should be ready to go. Hopefully they're going to have it. If they don't, they don't. We'll see. Right, I'm still eagerly awaiting them to come to look at the car. I just wanted to go through a couple of quick things with you before we wrap this up once they've been. And just wanted to say thank you to Terry at JT500_salvage. As you remember, I did give him a shout out on the channel a couple of weeks ago. And he sent me a message saying thanks for doing that. At the time he said he had 100 and something new subscribers that day, and I think I saw on his channel a few days ago that he's had over 200 new subscribers now, due to the shout out, which is really good, which was the whole point of the shout out in the first place. However, after that I got an email from Terry, and he sent me as I showed you on the channel the other week, my favourite beer, Innocent Gun, doesn't seem to be any longer available on Sainsbury's, so I showed you when I had a delivery. I ordered a case from the manufacturers in Scotland, and it came, and it was it's just nectar, absolute nectar. Terry sent me a voucher for the Innocent Gun website to get some more. So Terry, I really appreciate that. I have said thank you already, but I just want to say it publicly on the channel. Thank you, Terry, for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, lovely Innocent Gun. Shame I'm going on a diet in January. Anyway, I'll do dry. I'm not a big drinker, but I always do dry January every year, and I normally go on a diet January, February, and March. I think I might only do it January and February this year. Enjoy my food too much, but yeah, I'll probably drink it all before Christmas, before New Year anyway, to be fair. I also, in the week, got a message from Sean in the Isle of Wight, and Sean said that look out for a Christmas card in the post. There it is. Let me just show you the Christmas card that Sean sent me. Right, he's done this on moonpig.com, and as you can see, he's taken some screenshots. My ugly mug. There's some screenshots. Is the BMW there? Just various screenshots, and there's a picture that he took. Oh, his I think his future son-in-law, is it? Sorry if I've just married your daughter off, Sean. I can't remember if they're engaged or or what, but yeah, taken by the other person that was his daughter's boyfriend, fiance, future husband. Not sure. I'm sure he'll put me straight when he sees this. But yeah, there's Sean and me. I don't know what. I was wondering what that was over my face. I just realised it's the holly from the tree. I thought it was a dodgy picture that there was a branch across my face, but not necessarily a bad thing, covering my face up with a branch. And then on the inside, if we open it up, we've got no job too big, no job too small. Paul's here to fix them all. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From Sean, Diane, Ruby and Oz. So Oz, Project Aussie, that was the blue colour therapy, wasn't it? The blue colour therapy that I did, that Sean came down to pick up when that photograph was taken. Diane's his wife, and of course Ruby's his other daughter. And he has got another daughter as well, so I no doubt she'll be getting another Fiat 500 at some point in the future. Thank you for that, Sean. I appreciate that. He did actually say to me as well, he sent me a present in the post as well, which I haven't got yet, so that's probably going to come on Monday. But yeah, no, thanks for that, Sean. Appreciate that. The other one from last year is still up in the garage, and this one will be going up in the garage after Christmas as well. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't send Christmas cards because I'm a tight git. I don't think I've ever sent them. My wife often sends some, but I can't be arsed with it, to be honest with you. I like Christmas when it comes on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, but apart from that, you can keep it. It's always nice to get cards though, and it's always nice to get Innocent Gun as well. Yeah, so thank you to both Terry and to Sean for those. Appreciate it, and of course I know we're still waiting for this car to the people to come to look at this car. But as this video is going out, probably Wednesday, so a few days before Christmas, I just wanted to say to you, wish everybody on the channel and everyone at home a Merry Christmas to you and your families. Thanks for supporting me over 2023. Onwards and upwards. We'll carry on in January. In fact, we'll carry on next week before Christmas. But yeah, I appreciate all your comments. Appreciate all the advice you give me. Sometimes I appreciate when you berate me for things. And we do get occasional stupid comments, but there you go. That's such is life. I've got broad shoulders. I can handle it. So yeah, thanks for watching. I was just going to sign off then, but we're still waiting for the people to come and look at the car. I think they should be here in 5 or 10 minutes. I better sign off quickly before they come. So again, Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy New Year as well. Right, so they've been. I explained absolutely everything that I'd done to the car. I told them about the broken window motor. I told them about the glass held up with tape and blue tack. I told them about the battered airbag, the steering wheel that I changed. Told them about the mould. Told them about the new aerial. Told them that I haven't serviced it. Gave them all the documents, etc., etc. Showed them all the dents, etc. They took it for a spin. I didn't go with them. There was husband, wife and child, so I didn't go with them. I just let them take it. They were insured, but I am insured for people to test drive cars anyway under my trade insurance, so that's fine. Yes, of course, you shouldn't really do that. You shouldn't let people go and test drive your car. I know she's a member of the mums group that I sell on, and I actually did sell a car to, I think it was her niece, some time ago. So I knew they were genuine people. They weren't going to steal the car. Their BMW was parked just up the road. Yeah, they were gone about 10 minutes. They came back. Yes, they'll have it. And it's gone. Money transfer's done. I've just got to go and transfer it on the DVLA website. It's gone. Whilst they were gone, I managed to have a sweep up on the driveway and got rid of some of the moss that's come off the roof, which is good. So that is it. Project Pearl has gone. I'm really pleased about that. It's a week before Christmas as well, which is nice. Although the money will just go into the business, really. As you know, it's not my business. Well, it is my business, but it's not my main occupation. I don't actually take any money out of it, strangely. I was talking about this with my daughter the other day, and I said to her, she said, how much do you take out of the business? You know, do you put money from each car away for tax? And I said, well, I must start doing that, just putting it in a separate account. But I don't actually take any money out. You know, I don't take £1,000 out. It just sits in the account. I buy more cars with it, and it goes back into the account. I buy tools and what have you. So almost everything goes back into the actual business. I've got to do my accounts, get that up to date as well. But yeah, I should take some money out, really, shouldn't I? Because as my daughter quite rightly said to me, if you're not taking any money out, what's the point in doing it? I thought, well, yeah, you're right, actually. Anyway, that's what I do. So, Project Pearl is done. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. We will be back next week on Project Eunice. Get that finished. Well, not finished, but you know, make a continuation on it. Yeah, that's it. So until the next time, as always, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you very soon.